the silence came first. Not the peaceful silence of night. Not the calm that belongs to mountains resting beneath the stars. This silence was heavy, layered, as if it had been gathering for years. Ali stood high above the Ulu Mountain, his eyes fixed on the valley below. The wind moved through the grass, but it carried no sound. Even the insects were gone. Silence like this does not happen by accident. His horse shifted uneasily beneath him. Animals sense what humans try to explain away. Ali had ridden these paths since childhood. He knew how the mountain breathed. He knew its moods. Tonight, it was holding its breath. Below him stood a village. The houses were intact. The doors were closed. No fire burned. But something was missing. The men. No bodies, no blood, no marks of struggle, only absence. Fear lingered in the air, thick and stale, like smoke after a fire that no one saw. An old man stepped forward, his hands shaking. "They didn't run," he said quietly. "They didn't hide. They walked." Ali turned toward him. "Walked where?" The old man swallowed. "Into the valley, into the ravine." Ali felt it then, a tightening in his chest. This was not a raid, not soldiers, not a tyrant demanding obedience. This was older, something that did not break bones, but bent the will. "They went willingly," the old man continued. Their eyes were open, but it was like they were already gone. Ali clenched his jaw. Men who walk into chains have already been defeated once. He looked toward the mountains, beyond the trees, beyond the stone paths. There was a ravine there, ancient, forgotten, a place spoken of only in warnings, a place where people said sound itself refused to enter. The elders never named what lived there. Naming gives shape, and shape gives weakness. They only said one thing: fear listens there. Ali remembered the stories told by firelight, of men who returned changed, of men who never returned at all. This was not a place where swords decided anything. A presence lived there, not a beast, not a god, a force. It did not hunt. It waited. It did not conquer. It invited. Ali mounted his horse. "If fear is allowed to rule," he said quietly, "then freedom becomes a memory." The villagers watched as he rode away. None followed. They could not. Fear had already claimed them. As Ali descended toward the ravine, the air grew thick. Each step felt slower than the last. His sword weighed more at his side. Not dulled, resisted. Steel was unwelcome here. The path narrowed. Stone rose higher on both sides. Light faded, even though the sun still hung above the mountain. Then he heard it. Not a sound, not a voice, a thought. "You came." Ali stopped. The words were not spoken. They were placed. "I did," Ali answered. "I came for the men you took." A pause. Then the presence pressed closer. "They were not taken," it replied. "They were relieved." Ali's grip tightened on the reins. "Relieved of what?" he asked. "Choice." Ali felt memories stir, moments of doubt, moments when kneeling would have been easier. The presence sensed it. "That is why you understand," it said. "Why you stand where others fall." Ali dismounted. The ground beneath his boots felt cold, unwelcoming. "You mistake me," he said. "I stand because I remember what fear costs." The ravine opened before him. Inside, shadows moved without light. Figures stood in silence. The men, alive, breathing, but hollow. They did not look up. Chains were unnecessary here. Ali took a step forward. The presence shifted, pleased. "Come closer," it said. "See what peace looks like." Ali's voice was steady. "This is not peace," he said. "This is surrender." The ravine answered with silence, and for the first time the presence stopped smiling. The trial had begun,